Welcome to my channel, guys, and welcome to my bad English. As always, I'm AGDugros. So today I want to make a different video, a compare video, the new Chery Audio GX80 versus the CS-80 from Arturia. Are two very good synthesizer, and I try to compare these two synthesizer. So let's go, and consider to subscribe to the channel if you want, and you can also support the channel. Thank you, guys. So let's compare the two synthesizer. So the first comparison is the aspect of the two synthesizer. As you can see, Chery Audio has always made a perfect control panel, because you can control all the parameters directly from the synthesizer, and you can also MIDI learn all the control to control the synthesizer from an external controller, like a MIDI keyboard, for example. Also, the CS-80 from Arturia can be controlled. Obviously, Arturia made a template for his keyboard, because Arturia made also MIDI control keyboard, dedicated MIDI control keyboard. So obviously made template. Chery Audio doesn't made MIDI control keyboard, but it's not a problem, because you can assign all the control to any keyboard. The aspect of the two synth are very similar, but is not the reality, because the two synthesizers are very different. The most important difference, I think, is the idea of the synthesizer. The idea from Arturia CS-80 is to make a synth more similar to the original CS-80. But what is the idea that made the GX80 very different? Is that at the base of the Chery Audio idea was to create a synthesizer that go to the origin of the sound by Yamaha. Yamaha created the Dream Machine GX1, that was basically an organ with only preset. So you was not able to change the control, to programming the sound. The GX1 has a 2-5 octave manual that can be played or separately or via a switch. So the good news from Chery Audio is that GX80 is the best of the two worlds. So the GX1 and the CS-80. So this is the big difference from the two instruments, the CS-80 from Arturia and the GX80 from Chery Audio. But I know that you want to hear the sounds of these two instruments. So it's very difficult to compare these two instruments, because seem similar to from the aspect, but is very, very different inside. The first comparison that I try is to show you the sound that have the same preset name. So because the two synthesizers are very different, I try to make this comparison. I know that is not correctly, but is the only idea that I have. I play the same note for the first instrument of any categories. So guys, it's time to the verdict of, in my opinion, of this difficult comparison. So the two instruments are incredible, guys. The CS-80 from Arturia and the GX80 from Chery Audio is two incredible synthesizer, guys. So the CS-80 from Arturia win for the aspect that is the more similar to the original instrument. So if you research an instrument that is very, very similar to the original, you go to get the CS-80 from Arturia. But in the creativity aspect, absolutely win the GX80, because Chery Audio go to the next level. For the modern control section, win the CS-80 with the advanced section. You can, in a very modern way, with the matrix control, you can assign all the control. You can send the LFO, for example, to the function 1. You can create different functions. So in this category for the modern control, win the CS-80 from Arturia. Accessibility section, win the GX80 by Chery Audio, because I love the focus function. The two synths have the zoom function, but GX80 have the focus function that is very, very easy way to see the control and to control your synthesizer from the screen. So win the GX80 by Chery Audio. The library. In the library section, win the GX80 because have more categories of sound, and WC, because the double engine, have the split section that I love very, very much. So you can split the keyboard and have different sound on the left and the right side of the keyboard. Win the GX80 by Chery Audio. The CPU usage. The CPU usage is equal, is the same for the two instruments. Obviously, in this example, I have set the GX80 in the single layer because it is similar to the CS-80. The price. Win the GX80 because the price is more cheaper. It's true that you can buy the entire V collection from Arturia, but the price is higher. So if you want only to buy the CS-80 from Arturia, the price is more higher. So in the price section, win the GX80 by Chery Audio. So the verdict, in my opinion, guys. So tell me in the comment, what do you think? Tell me what is your opinion, because I want to see your opinion. So you can write me. You can also chat with me in the Discord channel if you want. So in my opinion, win absolutely the GX80 by Chery Audio. And in my opinion, CS-80 by Arturia is a very, very good instrument, but I prefer the GX80 by Chery Audio. So hope you have liked this difficult comparison, and tell me in the comment, subscribe to the channel if you want, and at the next video.